Hi everyone, myself Kanakaraju Veldi, Assistant Professor in Mechanical Engineering Department, Warangal Institute of Technology and Science. Welcome to WITS Connect. Today we are going to discuss couplings. Okay, what is coupling? What are the types of couplings? Okay, what are the uses of couplings? Okay, actually first couplings. What is coupling? What are the uses? Okay, in this coupling we are using this coupling to join the any two shafts, like if we want to extend, if we want to increase the length of the shaft, we are using couplings. Like see here, I want to draw the one shaft. I want to transmit the power one shaft to another shaft. Okay, that's why we are using coupling. Why? I want to transmit the one shaft to another shaft. Mediator, we are using mediator is a joining element is coupling. Okay, these are two shafts. These are two shafts. In these two shafts, we are using coupling like this. This is one U shaft, another shaft. This is another shaft. We are using coupling. This type of couplings. This is another shaft, and this is another shaft. Okay, like this. Using this coupling, like this is a one of coupling, and keys also is there. Okay, using keys to prevent the relative motion, and in this coupling to join the any two shafts. In this one, we are using transmit the power one shaft to another shaft. That's why we are joining the two shafts. Okay, using coupling. Okay, in this coupling is a device of connecting the ends of two shafts together. Yes or not? Design of the coupling, design of the two shafts, joining the two shafts. Okay, next sum of regions for joining the shafts. What are the regions put joining the shafts? Let's see. First is there are 5 regions important. These 5 are important regions. Let's see. To increase the length of the shafts. To increase the length of, if you want to increase the length of the shaft, then we are using coupling to join the another shaft also. Okay, we want to increase the length, then using coupling. Okay, next to transmit power from one shaft to another shaft. Already I told you, to transmit the power one shaft to another shaft. Okay, we are using coupling. Next to reduce the vibrations, using this coupling to reduce the vibrations of the shafts. Next to prevent misalignment of shaft. If there is any misalignment, then using this coupling to prevent the misalignment of the shafts. Next to provide mechanical flexibility also. Using this one to increase the flexibility of the shafts. Okay, these are 5 important reasons. Okay, coupling reasons of joining the shafts. Okay, first one is rigid coupling, second one flexible coupling. Okay, what is the rigid coupling? What is a flexible coupling? In this rigid coupling, it is used for the shafts whose axes are collinear. Collinear, nothing but like this is one shaft. Okay, this is another shaft. In this shaft, two shafts axis is collinear. This is collinear. Whose axis is collinear. Two shafts whose axes are collinear. This is one shaft. This is another shaft. Okay, that's in this purpose we are using rigid couplings. See again, it is used for the shafts whose axes are collinear. Then we are using rigid coupling. Next, in this rigid coupling divided 3 types. One is the muff coupling, flange coupling, clamp and compression couplings. Okay, these 3 are important rigid couplings. These 3 also using whose axis collinear of the shafts. Flexible coupling. Coming to the second type, flexible coupling. Okay, what is flexible coupling? Flexible coupling, it is used for shafts whose axis is not collinear. Not collinear means collinear shafts. This is collinear. This is one shaft, another shaft, whose axis not collinear. Not collinear, nothing but like parallel shafts. This is a not collinear or angular. This is one shaft, this is another shaft, whose axis not collinear, using flexible coupling. Okay, in this flexible coupling divided three types. One is a Oldham coupling. In this Oldham coupling permits small lateral misalignments. Lateral misalignments like this. For suppose this is a one shaft, this is another shaft. These two axes are parallel. Okay, these two axes are parallel. Some misalignment is there. Like this is another shaft axis. The misalignment is there. Whose permits small lateral misalignment. This is small lateral misalignment using Oldham coupling. Next, universal coupling permits small angular misalignments. Angular misalignments like one shaft is like this, one shaft axis, another shaft like this. Okay, like this. Angular, this is means angular misalignment, permits small angular misalignment. This purpose we are using universal coupling. Next, bushed pin type coupling. Bushed pin type coupling. In this bushed pin type coupling, to absorb shocks. There is vehicles are there. There is one couplings is there. Okay, at that coupling, that type of coupling we are using universal coupling or bushed pin type couplings also. Okay, there are shock absorbers are there. That type of coupling is bushed pin type coupling. In this one, absorbs shocks and permits angular and lateral. Both angular lateral also it is absorb and prevents angular and lateral also. This type of coupling is bushed pin type coupling. These are types of important types of couplings. One is rigid coupling. Okay, in this coupling are divided three types. One is muff coupling, flange coupling. Okay, next flexible coupling divided three types. One is Oldham coupling, universal coupling, bushed pin types coupling. Okay, next we are going to discuss design of couplings. Design of couplings, we are going to discuss design of coupling, how to design, what are the steps are there. Muff coupling, how to design muff coupling. In this design of muff coupling, see here, there is a length of muff is there, that is denoted by L. Next, diameter of the shaft is denoted by D, and diameter of the muff, this is muff or sleeve nothing but muff. Diameter of the muff is D, capital D, small d, diameter of shaft. Okay, this is key and this is muff or sleeve. Next, this is shaft. Okay, this is a muff coupling. How to design muff coupling? If you want to design muff coupling, first of all we find out the capital D, small d, capital D, L. Next, key dimensions. Already we know that key proportions. Okay, let's see proportions of muff. Proportions of muff coupling. Proportions of muff coupling. Proportions of muff coupling, using proportions, capital D is equal to, first of all find out the D, using D, diameter of the shaft, find out the diameter of the muff. Diameter D is equal to 2 small d plus 13. 2 small d plus 13. L is equal to 3.5 d. 3.5 d. These are proportions, standard proportions. In this standard proportions, D is equal to diameter meter of muff. Okay. Next, L is equal to length of muff or sleeve. sleeve. Okay, these are proportions. Next, find out next L. This is the capital L. Capital L. Length of the key. Next, find out the length of the key. Length of the key also. Length of the key is denoted by. So suppose this is L, capital L, small l. Length of the key is equal to 3.5 by 3.5 d by 2. Half of the it means capital L by 2. Half of the muff length. Okay, this is a length of the key. Okay, next stress, shear stress. In this muff coupling, shear stress formula is shear stress is equal to 16 TD by pi into d power of 4 minus small d power of 4. Okay, tau is equal to 16 TD by pi d power of 4 minus small d power of 4. This in this one, d already we know, d is equal to diameter of the muff and small d is equal to diameter of the shaft, or external diameter of the muff, internal diameter of the muff. This is also same. Okay, tau is equal to shear stress. This is a design of shaft. First, find out the shaft diameter. The procedure is find out the shaft diameter. After that, find out the key proportions. Next, find out the muff coupling diameter and length. Okay, this is the design of muff coupling. Design of muff coupling procedure. Thank you.